Douglas, Xavier, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So nice to be here.
Should I just call you guys Double Danger?
You can.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
So, so my first question is, where did the actual name Double Danger come from?
um, well, we both are from the 80s, and we like retro video games, and we both play Double Dragon when we were young, and we kind of like this reference to our generation, and Double Danger also is a reference to. I mean, it represents us in a way that we like to take risks and to go out of the comfort zone and trying new stuff and being radical and just to make a music that moves the audience and that's almost punk in a way. And so yeah, we thought that was a nice
It works in French also.
yeah,
It's double danger. It's the same.
it
So
works in both languages, so yeah,
Ah,
that's what we like.
mhm.
that was my next question because I was like, Double Danger. I'm like, is it a Double Dragon reference?
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Double Dragon fan.
Really cool. Yeah, yeah,
I,
but and it's like a reference to the playfulness of doing music. Yeah, we don't come from I don't know, music schools or anything. We started music with our rock bands, metal bands, and we wanted to step aside from the
Yeah,
classical way of doing music and have a punk approach to it.
oh,
and the
God,
band. Yeah.
and you guys nail it too. Like, it feels like you guys have such a wide variety in your music because one track is never ever going to be the same.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of influences. We both like metal music, but also all the weird electronic projects like such as Aphex Twin, or we like radical music, and conceptual music, stuff like that. And there's we try to combine every influences and like mix them and create something new, play with distortion, play with little accidents, where we're tweaking some instruments, like yeah, we like being experimental as possible.
That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
how did you guys meet and actually come together as a team?
Yeah, we had electro rock bands. I was playing in a electro rock band. He was as well, and we made a couple of gigs together, and we got along pretty well. We talked about music for hours, and we have so many mutual references. And one day I was working on a short film. Um, and I was struggling with the ending sequence. I wanted to try something new, so I called Xavier. I say, "Yeah, do you want to remix the ending track of this short film?" And he tried some stuff, and I really liked what he produced, and also. I discovered that it was really fun to make some tracks with another person, because you get to talk about the sequence, compare our different approaches, and
It's better.
yeah, it's like
It's more fun.
yes, just more fun, and everything is just so much easier and faster, because you're solving problems really quick. Is this does this scene works with that music? No, okay, so let's try something new. Because when you're alone, you're like
You
you,
can
you can
yes.
spend like almost a week convincing yourself that this is the right music, and a couple of weeks later you'll listen to it and you're like, oh, I was in the wrong direction for so long. So yeah, being a duo makes everything so much easier. So
Because this isn't your first project with director Sebastian, is it? Because you guys did the first soundtrack to Infested.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what was it like for you guys to basically working with him again on one of his biggest films?
Um,
It was easier in a way because we know each other more now.
mm,
So and we directly go to better ideas maybe. So
mm.
it was, I think it was bigger but easier in a way.
Yeah, because with Infested, we had time to develop a mutual language, and we had some time to understand what he likes, what he doesn't like, and to understand better his mechanism, his rhythm in terms of directing a movie. So with Infested, we got to know him so much better. So for Evil Dead Burn, we already have a mutual language, and everything was so much easier. Sometimes you don't even have to speak. We already know what he projects on a specific scene. So yeah, you have, of course, you have that pressure with the studios and everything, but
Yeah.
we had such a great freedom. Besides that, the studios wanted something truly radical, nasty, and we had such a great confidence from the studio or Sebastian that yeah, it was quite
Yeah.
quite
Fun.
fun
Fun
in a
to
way.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a really great playground, and
Because Evil Dead is one of the nastiest franchises out there.
mhm.
Like, did you guys have to go back and watch the films before composing? Because it feels like you guys have to match a level when you go up against like a franchise like Evil Dead.
Yeah, of course we watch especially the first movies because we wanted to dive in the deep core
Yeah.
of the franchise, and yeah, we because in Evil Dead there's a whole thing about the lore and the grandfather and his research, and we wanted to have some small Easter eggs
And
regarding the music with some like taking some textures from the first movie, for example, like a little piano or something, and like twist them for
we wanted to respect the legacy
yeah,
and make something new also. So that was the
and destroy it at the same time. It's kind of weird, you know. And yeah, we wanted to give our special touch to it, and not making what has
what
already
was
been
done
made
before. Yeah.
before, you know. So yeah, it's a weird balance between respecting the lore and destroying it at the same time. Yeah.
That's awesome. And just hearing the final product, I know exactly what you guys are talking about now. Like, so my next question is, when you're making a soundtrack like this, are you giving anything like to go off of? Are they showing you any part of the movie? Like, what do you guys have to go off of to make a score like this?
Well, actually, we composed a lot of the score at the writing phase of the movie. We
With
received
the
the script like
yeah.
almost like 2 years ago, and yeah, we decided to compose the soundtrack like right in that phase because it's your first approach with the movie, and that's where you get in touch with your emotions and your first reading, and that's where the first ideas are coming to your mind, and you have to put your ideas in the computer right
Yeah.
away, and because this first feeling is so important,
And Sebastian is drawing a lot also. So
mhm.
we have the script, the drawings, and lots of colors also. He makes colors of scenes.
Mm.
So we know this one is gonna be like art. This one is gonna be more calm.
Mm.
So we try to make music for all these parts before he shoot. So we
Mm.
know we talk the same language with him.
hmm And yeah, we try to already find the textures we are going to use, the which instrument, and yeah, like also the instrument we don't want to use. We try to have a specific color palette, and yeah, to get rid of I don't know some specific instrument that we're not going to use guitar. We're only going to use like double bass, not cellos. So yeah, a lot
of choices to start.
yes.
That's awesome. And you guys are just going off a script. That is incredible.
Actually, a lot of the songs we wrote for at the script phase ended up in the movie almost untouched. That's that's real, and that's amazing in a way, because sometimes you're not quite sure if the songs you composed like 2 years ago are gonna match with the images of the sequence and the final product. But fortunately, it did for a lot of the sequences. So yeah, it was amazing to see that coming to life.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what was it like for you guys to go into the theater and basically listening to your work through the eyes of an actual movie theater?
Well,
it was great also because we were working at the same time with the FX and
the visual effect,
visual effects.
Yeah,
visual effects.
Yeah.
So we discovered some of them at the end. So it was great also to see the movie with a new vision.
And with the audience as well, all the reactions, because we had a couple of test screenings with the whole team, but we all knew the movie, so we're like, there's not so many reaction, because everyone knows what's going to happen in the next sequence. But to have an audience like laughing at specific scenes that we never thought they would laugh at, you know, so it's quite a new reading, you know, a new appreciation of the final product that is so amazing to be a part of.
Because if I were you guys and I was sitting in with an audience, I'd be looking around and being like, do they guys like my soundtrack by any chance? Do you see like heads banging around? Like, do you like often look around and be like, all right, guys?
I mean, the intro of the movie, it's quite stressful, because you don't have the first reaction yet, and once it starts, the first killings, and and everyone is like jumping on their seats. You're like, okay, it works. Everything is in its right place. Okay, and
the lake scene is really important for us.
Yeah,
because I'd be looking around, being like, all right, am I doing this right? Because my anxiety level would be through the roof if I were you guys.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It's really stressful, but yes, the pleasure takes a huge place right after, and the anxiety goes away once the film starts. So.
Do you guys have a favorite track off the soundtrack by any chance?
We have a couple of favorite tracks, but I would say it's called "Where Is It" in the soundtrack. It's a long shot sequence when Alice is in the living room and everyone's fighting, and it's crawling on the floor, and we that's one of the tracks we composed at the script phase of the movie, and it left almost untouched on the final version of the movie. And yeah, I really love that soundtrack, because there's like merciless percussion and really huge double bass hits, and this one is so aggressive, and I love it so much. I don't know what's yours, but
I think it's "To Your Perfect Family." It's with Tia.
I love that song.
That scene is crazy.
I love that song though. The scene is crazy, but I think the song makes the scene 10 times better.
I mean, we wanted to make a like a playful, almost childish kind of sound with the little you know. We wanted the audience to be able to sing it after they left the theater, and like a real basic and simple melody, but mixed with a huge bass and a really like tortured sound. Yeah, this one is really fun. So.
Yeah, because that was a song I think stuck in my head before the credits because I could just hear the entire song in my head after just hearing just that from that one scene. Because
Mhm.
you guys created like an earworm with just a rhythm.
That was the goal. And this melody comes back in Paradise, the ending,
Yeah, ending
in the ending credits, and yeah, we'll have to make like melodies that you can hear again in like in the beginning, in the end, you know, to have a I don't know what to say it better. Yeah. um, Yeah, we'll have to get themes that you can find
use
in
at
multiple
different
tracks.
places.
Yes.
What is it like for you guys to create like such soundtrack and to hear that everybody's talking about it on the internet? Because I've seen reviews upon reviews about Evil Dead Burn, but a lot of people's reviews are talking about your music. What is it like for you guys to hear that your music is basically neck and neck with how great this film is?
Well, that's the greatest reward ever. I mean, we put so much art and soul into this into this soundtrack because you know we told ourselves maybe we're not going to be able to make another movie like that again. So we want to make the most radical and the most aggressive as possible,
and be proud of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we wanted to have as much fun as possible making it, and I know when you make things spontaneously and having fun with it, I think you know people are gonna feel the all the love you put through this music, and yeah, so like yeah, we are so dedicated to make the most brutal soundtracks we could, and we are so glad that everyone is enjoying it. It's such a great surprise. We never thought it would be this this big, you know? And
No.
yeah, we are incredibly grateful with all the messages we received on Instagram and the reviews and
and also we didn't finish that long. We finished 2 months ago, maybe.
Yeah, we finished
So
this 2 months ago. Yeah.
What?
It's always it's still in our hand.
Yeah, everything went so fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because I was going to ask, like, what the process is like from start to finish for you guys, because it feels like you guys have been writing the soundtrack ever since the script was out.
Yeah. We had some period with the editing and when they shot the movie also, but the biggest part was like from maybe January to May.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had really intense months, but after the writing phase, yeah, we composed a couple of songs, but then we
stopped
like for a few months, and it was last summer, and yeah, we had 6 months like 100% on the movie, but
and now you guys are like, wow, we can finally sleep now. No more anxiety-driven nights.
Yeah, it was so intense, and but yeah, we're so proud of it.
Yeah,
and
really happy that people like it.
Yeah.
The question I got for you guys is, am I going to be able to buy a physical copy of this soundtrack? Because I need a physical copy of this soundtrack ASAP.
Yeah, there's a vinyl made by Water Tower Music that's about to be released in September, and
the artwork is amazing.
Yes, we made it with an artist we love who's called Steve Reeve, and yeah, he made such an incredible packaging, and we're so proud of it. So yeah, I think you can pre-order it on the Wax Record website, and yeah, and the design is incredible.
Yeah, just two vinyl.
I might have to get 2 copies because I have to have the soundtrack. Like, so this is my very important question. I cannot wait to talk about this. The ending track,
yeah,
is probably the best ending track to a horror film within the last couple of years. How did this song come together? How was it made? I need to know.
Well, everything happened so fast. We knew that Sebastian, the director, wanted to have a hip hop trap song on the ending credits, but
and we wanted to do it.
Yes,
we didn't have the chance to do it on Infested because we didn't have the time to propose something, and it was not really the idea at first. But we said on this one we really want to give to make something for the movie, and we really like Sheila because we like how she writes and how she raps, and I think Sebastian talked to her, and we met her at the studio.
And yeah, and then Sebastian showed the movie. Like she had a private session when she watched the movie. She thought it was so violent and brutal, but Sebastian wanted her to understand Alice's character before writing the lyrics for the ending credits. And so she watched the movie, and right after she came to the studio, and we had like 48 hours to make a song together, because we had then to send the song to the post-production team, and we were finalizing the movie at the time, and so it was a really short deadline, and we spent like 2 nights.
During the day we did the score, and that night we were working with her on the track.
And Sebastian, the director, was with us as well, and we spent nights like writing lyrics, trying like beats and everything. And 2 days after, we had this song called Paradis, was talking about Alice's grief and pain regarding his dead husband, and the all the lyrics are really connected to this character, and I'm so proud of the lyrics and what it tells to the audience. And even though most of the American viewers are unable to understand the lyrics, but she made such an incredible job writing this song, and we're so proud of it. And it was a risk to have a hip hop track at the end of an Evil Dead movie. We didn't know how it could be received, by the audience, because I think some fans would have preferred to have a heavy metal song at the end of it. That a French rap song was a huge risk to take, and we are so grateful to have all these feedbacks. Everyone's loving it, and we're like, okay, the mission is accomplished, and so proud of it.
As a lover of heavy metal, I could not have put a better song at the end of this film. I'm just going to be real with you guys, because
that's the most important feedback we could have. So I'm a metal fan as well. So I listen so many metal bands, and I both love hip hop, rap. I love every kind of music, and I love the mix of different genres, and it has
there's a powerful
energy, like
energy into it. I think people who like metal can like it also,
relate to it.
Yeah. So before I wrap this up, where can people follow you guys? Are you guys strictly on Instagram?
Yeah, we are mostly active on Instagram. So that's where you
can find us.
Yes, and connect if you want.
Because it's double danger on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Double Danger music. Yeah, Double Danger. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so professional we are.
Yeah, it's Double Danger.
Double Danger. Yeah.
Just follow them at Double Danger. Tell them how great they've done. Douglas, Xavier, thank you so much for the soundtrack, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you enjoyed the film and the soundtrack, and yeah, we can wait to do some new projects. And
I would love to have you guys back on your next project.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.